Zach, we're back again. So we just we did a podcast today. We did a gear dump today for a day hunt type setup, and
for elk.
Right. And now we've got your bow, and so you're going to talk about your bow and what you're running. And you, before we get started, you typically get a new bow.
Most years.
Right. Most years. And talk to me about that. Is it the technology that...
It's just because I'm a gear nerd. Like most people, it actually is not a good idea. I mean...
But you spend enough time with your
I spend enough time, and I know how to, I've spent my whole life doing it. I always go to the pro shop, good pro shop, and I get everything set up there. I have equipment to work on my stuff at home too, but I've just done it enough. I grew up, we talked on the podcast, I grew up, my dad owned an archery shop. I've been tinkering with bows my whole life. It doesn't bother me. I know how to tune them and everything, so I can tune them in. If things go wrong, I can fix it, and it doesn't mentally mess with me. Most people, I think you should stick with what you got for a few years and be good with your weapon.
Good with your weapon.
I also write a lot. Write a lot of articles and part of a lot of gear articles, and so it's kind of an evolving thing. I'm always just shooting new stuff, and it works good for my writing. Is another main reason I switch a lot too.
So are you getting all new components and everything on every bow?
Generally, I get new accessories, but I have a really pretty strict thing, especially with my sight configuration, stuff like that I stick with. So I'm really familiar with how my bow is set up. Even if it's a different bow, I'm pretty familiar with how it's set up.
Okay, cool. What bow are you shooting here?
This is a Mathews Lift 33. If the bow would have been that much different this year, I probably would have got one, but the Lift X, the only difference is they put some, these Mathews bows, you have to take them, press them, and put top hats in and shit them side to side. The new ones just got a screw, you can move it side to side, but it's all set and tuned. It's pretty much the same bow.
Yeah. So. What's your draw length?
So I've shot 29 forever, and I actually just, I was kind of having some issues with my back wall. I was hitting it, and I was kind of coming forward more than I thought. And so I thought, I'm a bigger guy. I wonder if I can stretch it out. And so I actually stretched it out to 30 recently,
really?
And I'm shooting better than I have in a long time. Full inch, yeah.
Wow.
And I'm not short at all. A lot of guys either shoot too short or too long, and they just don't even ever check it. And I've been shooting a long time, but I stretched it a whole inch, and I'm holding better than I have in a long time.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I gain a bunch of speed by tuning it. So It's 30 inch, 75 pounds maxed right now. Another thing, guys should just shoot what they can. This bow draws really easy, and I draw 75 real easy, so that's what I shoot.
Perfect. What rest are you running?
This is an Epsilon, Hamskea Epsilon. I love Hamskea rests. They're just amazing rests. Really easy to tune. I love specifically I love limb-driven rest, because if something goes wrong in the woods, all I gotta do is push my launcher arm down, pull it down. That's kind of
turn that thing around.
Kind of a really easy fix in the woods. I shot the old cable-driven style, but I just love the limb-driven, because I can, if this cable comes loose, I just push it down, tighten it back down, we're good to go. It'll be in the same spot.
Yep. So. And that's really important to be able to work on it in the field.
Yeah, for sure.
Because things do happen, right?
Yep, for sure. So.
Yep. Okay, what sight are you running there?
So I shoot a lot of different sights. This is a dialed proof. I've been shooting an option for the last 4 or 5 years. I love the sight, but I've got as you guys know, we've talked, I got some eye issues. I've got an eye disease, and I'm really having a lot of trouble. I'm actually gonna have to get a cornea replacement this winter, but I'm finding that a vertical pin is the cleaner look of a vertical pin is really helping with my eyes, and I'm not having as much halo issues and stuff like that. So I had to go away from the option. I'm shooting this dial this year. I really like it. I love the double switch tapes, or the tapes, so I can put so I've always shot so specifically I shoot a 3-pin slider I have for years. Well, of course my option was a canyon pounder that had the one floating pin and the other two stayed. You could open it and the one stayed, but basically I want my 3 pins. I have a 30, 40, 50. I haven't had a 20 in years. So that basically covers 95% of my hunt is that 30, 40, 50. And then I can dial beyond that. And on my old sights, like when I was shooting So obviously my option is just one sight. When I was shooting the old style, like a black gold ascent that I shot for years, when you dialed, you shot your bottom pin, and that's how I always set it up. But I like shooting my top pin more, and I love that this, so I set this one up where my main tape I shoot, when I dial beyond 50, or if I just want to shoot it as a single pin, I dial it and it's just my top pin. And then I'm putting a tape on the other side that is off my bottom pin. So I can start, so if I want to dial more yards, because obviously I'll probably get to like, I've been out to like 80 or 90 on it, and I think I'll be able to get further once I get my other tape on. I'll be able to dial further than that.
Okay.
If I like 3Ds and stuff, just shooting for fun. But I love all the accessory companies that they're integrating their accessories into their bows. Like the bridge lock or the picker L mount, and then I just love that the bow is just so much more balanced now with the accessories integrated with the bow. I don't got to worry about sidebars and none of that stuff anymore. I love that. I absolutely love this quiver is just unreal.
Oh yeah.
Because it fits tight to the bow, just like when the tight spot came out. It was my favorite thing ever, because it fit tight and you could remove it, but it fits like a tight spot, like a one piece, but it mounts solid like a two piece. So I love that for that reason.
Yeah. And then the stabilizer you're wearing, you've got on there.
It's just a Mathews bridge lock stabilizer. So it just goes right through the riser.
Do you know how much?
I don't. Just a standard one, whatever it is. But I like a little bit longer, a little more weight out on the end. But I don't get real caught up. I mean, I want my bow balanced, but I don't add all this stuff anymore.
Okay, so you don't run a back bar.
I used to play all that, and I just like the bow. I don't want to carry it around no more.
I know.
So,
talk to me about your arrow setup.
all right, so these are just Easton 4mm match grade ARXOS long range. These are 300 spine, shooting a Sever 1.5, 125 grain tip. Total weight about 488 grains.
Okay. So that Sever, how long have you shot that?
I've probably killed my last 4 or 5 bulls with one. So
been pretty happy with it.
I've been really happy with it. The accuracy is great, and I've probably killed 7 or 8 animals with it now, and I have had no issues yet. So
I think I'm going to use those this year.
Yeah, I love that you can put the set screw in and practice with them, and they're super accurate. I mean, they're not quite as accurate as my field tips, but they're pretty close.
Yeah.
So
it looks like you've got a pretty good helical going there.
Yeah, I've been experimenting with that. I do wrap a pretty good helical, and that's probably way overkill for the expandables. But
yeah, how many degrees?
I don't even know what it is. I use that on these ones. I use that AAE, the true helical. That's the one you put them all on at one time, and I've been using it for a couple of years. I love it, and they fly awesome. And I don't know, I've watched a bunch of studies on it because I was kind of nerding out about vanes, and I watched a bunch of studies that they did, and like, you can't tell the difference between sound. Sound is one thing I'm worried about for mule deer. But yeah.
Yeah, you killed a pretty good buck last year.
Yeah.
Is it that same setup?
Yeah, I had my option sight on.
Okay.
Other than that, everything was the same. Yeah. So, and then the old trusty 15-year-old Scott release, Scott Mongoose.
You know what? Once you find a release that works for you and you've got total confidence in, why go away from it?
I can tell my wife, see, I didn't get a new release.
Now you always carry a backup?
I do, yeah.
Exactly the same release?
Yeah, it's the newer one. It's new.
It's the new one?
It's new, but but I carry a new one.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good advice for everybody out there. Always carry a backup release. You just never know.
I've had to use it before, so but that's pretty much it.
Well, awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time to show us kind of your bow setup and everything. Do you run a backup bow? Right?
I do.
What are you running for your backup bow?
So this year I'm actually set up the new prime form, and I guess it's my elk backup bow. I'm setting it up for whitetails, but I use it as my backup bow for this.
A little shorter brace height?
A little shorter bow, yeah. It's actually the same axle-to-axle bow, but I'm just setting it up a little bit differently. I'm just setting it up. I'm going to shoot a ripcord rest that stays up. I got a B3 sight on it, just a little bit different accessories, but pretty much the same like setup, and yeah, it's pretty close. So
You have to bring that in sometime. We'll go through that. That'd be fun.
yeah, so
Well, thanks a bunch, man.
You bet.
Appreciate it.
there we go.
Okay.